Hey traders, welcome to MTI's Market Update. This is Kevin Dixon, Senior Trading Analyst at Market Traders Institute, and history is in the making. In my 30 years of trading stocks, I've witnessed history quite a few times. Of course, in 2000, before the bubble burst, in 2007, before subprime meltdown, and here we are in 2018, and behind me is the S&P 500 tracking instrument, the SPY. The SPY is at all-time highs. The IWM, Russell 2000, all-time highs. The NASDAQ 100, all-time highs. What's lagging? Why is it sandbagging? Well, it's the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So let me walk you through a little bit of the current market conditions, and then I'm going to take you to my 6 stocks in the box. So much to review. Let's get to the charts here on the spiders. Now again, last week we were just talking about setting highs on Thursday, Friday. We broke highs on Monday. We broke highs today. Naturally, you're going to see a little bit of profit taking going on as we're approaching the $300 level. I was doing some price projections, though. I've actually got the SPY projecting above 310 to 317. These are some big numbers here. This is the NASDAQ 100. The Qs. You'll notice here, the blue line above, marking the old bar to 182.94. We cracked above those highs yesterday. We cracked those highs yet again this morning. Just a slight amount of profit taking going on. Profit taking is not a bad thing. We're just riding the institutional coattails. Now this, again, is the XRT. This is retail. We were talking about retail last week. Retail's off a little bit on the day, some profit taking here, but you're going to be paying attention to this because it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And this is the IWM. I've explained a few times that the small cap indexes lead the larger cap indexes. So you can see behind me in the chart with IWM that that was true to the case. Once the IWM broke out, then the SPY followed suit, then the NASDAQ 100 followed suit. The SPY is a lot of biotech stocks, small energy stocks, and things like that. Tends to be very volatile, but it's certainly a leader in regards of keeping the trend intact. In fact, it's lasted the entire summertime. As a matter of fact, the SPY didn't break highs, and you had the IWM break out, set 1, 2, 3 highs. The NASDAQ 100 broke out and set 3 more highs before the SPYs even came around and figured it out. So now all the chips are down. The wires are getting crossed. Everything's rolling along at a really good speed. The only thing that we need to join us in this race is the Dow Jones. So let me take you into the diamonds here, and you'll wonder clearly what's taken this so long, right? It's not how you end, it's how you begin. We went through, or not how you begin, how you end rather. We went through a triple correction and moving average crossovers, dogs and cats slimming together. It was one of those things that was just pure uncontrolled chaos. So now, above 258, I've marked the breakout to 262.59. Look at the 2 price levels above, 273.79, 279.09, 279.01. I projected new highs on the Dow Jones through the end of the year. And here's what's going to happen. If we don't break new highs in the next 3 weeks, then it's time to worry because all the other indexes have broken highs already, and we're just waiting on this donkey kicking Dow to figure it out so it can get the power to move up. But what's holding it back? Well, there have been a few things that have been working against it, but now all the stars are coming together. I had my palm read. My palm read said, new highs, the Dow Jones. I got a fortune cookie the other day. I opened it up. There were not numbers there for buying a lotto. It said Kevin. I was shocked. It said Kevin, new all-time highs, the Dow. So what I'm saying right now is normally you got a few oars moving the right way. Technologies carried the markets a great deal during the summertime months of our doldrum, but now things are waking up. Labor Day is next week. After Labor Day, we're going to have about 6 to 8 weeks of really good trending into late October, early November. After that, the markets will potentially still be able to move up, but not with as much volume as we hit the holiday season. So why now is special. Technology is moving. Big contributor. Industrials are moving. Transportations are grooving. We hit targets on several of our rail stocks today. Plus, even more, the banking stocks are coming in. In other words, the more sectors that are rotating into favor at the same time, the stronger the potential for the move. It's really an amazing time to be in the marketplace. So let me take you into another couple of charts to show you because I got plenty of chart history and not a lot of time. So I'm going right back into my charts here, and I'm actually going to walk you into another basket where we've got railroads. Railroads are muy importante because, you know, there's only so many ways that you can move bulk material around. You can't put bulk material like tons of crude oil into the back of a truck. It's not going to get very far. So a couple of weeks ago, I noticed a rotation moving into into transportations. Transportation is very influential. We put up this nice situation to trade CSX, a rail stock. You see today, we hit 75.86. This is our target from creating a long call on opening bell. But you know what? More importantly, it's not just that one that's moving. Here's Norfolk Southern. Norfolk Southern crashing highs. The president was able to hash out a deal with Mexico, a trade deal with Mexico. As you know, the NAFTA has been scrapped a little bit, and that brought some fear into the markets a bit. And so we were reasonably watching a lot of our transportations move off. Some of our metals get beat up, and some of our oil's taking a hit as well. But after making a great deal with Mexico, everybody sat down. They did some arm wrestling. They did some karaoke, a couple shots of tequila letter. Next thing you know, you got a deal busted out. So now it brings optimism as to working out a trade deal with Canada, and then Canada, the United States, and Mexico, neighbors, all have a good deal going on for everyone. And so there's a lot of optimism as we're moving into this critical time to see how those negotiations work out. But transportations are definitely going to get a boost from that, because free trade, moving stuff back and forth through rail, basic materials, metal, fertilizer, CF. Some of our fertilizer stocks, in fact, were hitting 52-week highs as well this week. So many stocks hitting 52-week highs, it's just hard to dwell on anything otherwise. I'm going to take you back into the charts and go on to a few more that you may want to get an eye on. And so in order to do that, I'm going to go to my FANG stocks here and get to the FANGs, and we'll find them well over here in just a moment. So many stocks, so little time. So where are we getting to our FANGs? I've got my teeth around here somewhere. There are my FANGs. So I'm only here to take a look at two of the FANGs today. The rest are kind of cruising through. One is Amazon. Now, it sounds like an oxymoron to keep talking about Amazon all the time, but we've been watching this stock in a race to get above $1,000, beating Google. Now it's on its way to $2,000, and that race has started above 19 and a quarter. We had above $1,925 a share yesterday. I projected prices here to $2,021, even $2,059. So if we think that Amazon is mystically just going to hit $2,000 and go down, you're out of your mind. It's still going to keep going up. Amazon Prime. How's it going to be for this Christmas season? My money's on Amazon still, like it was before, because this is the horse that's winning the race. Now, another one I'm going to go to right now is a big point of contention as we move into the holiday season. It is Shazapple. Shazapple, I'm talking Apple, and looky there, some new 52-week highs here, clearly cup with handle pattern, starting to work out, but this has been breaking, and this has been making new highs throughout the course of the last month. It's really an exciting time period. As I said, you know me, I can dwell all day, I've got plenty to say, but we don't have that much time. So in lieu of taking up all your time on the day, I'm going to take you to my 6 stocks in a box. Now, these are 6 stocks that I've looked at and I said, you know what? They're setting up. They got great charts, they got great trends, they're great examples for you of what to look for. And remember, the logic in a bull market is breaking higher, I'm a buyer. Don't sit there and be a contrarian. Contrarians are going to get their rear ends handed to them in such a strong trending environment. So let's go and talk about some of our stocks in the box on the day. We're going to start with this beauty of a stock right here, United Health Group. Look at that, low to the left, high to the right. Look at the waves and patterns. It's in an up pattern right now, so we could see this probably gain about another 6 to 7 points. When I'm looking at stocks that are breaking higher, one of the unique things that you can use as a selection mechanism in the stock market is highs and lows. Stocks setting 52-week highs tend to have an ability to continue to set highs, and then you look for the stocks with the best charts, like, for example, this one, Square. Technology. I talked about Square a few times for you here because technology in the Internet of Things is very important. Square, PayPal, 2 stocks that we like. Square's busted through every target. We have earnings coming up here in just a few weeks, and we're not even worried about that. Fair and Square, it's at $80 now. Get it while you can. Here's one I pulled up the other day off of a big earnings move. This is Exact Sciences. Now, this is not exactly the best chart, but clearly we're getting some follow-through of the momentum from what we saw in that earnings play where we went from $50 to above $65. We're cresting $75 on the day. This stock is definitely in the box. Now, here's one that I'm going to throw out there as a wild card factor. That's right, it's a wild card factor. What is a wild card, Kevin? Well, this is Citigroup. I mentioned a while ago that Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, the Jackson 5, everybody's getting together right now in the financials to make it a real thriller. So at this point, we're near a break, 73 and a quarter. keep an eye on Citigroup here because it's a relatively good price level. The options are very liquid in case you want to leverage a long call to capture the move long. But at this point, if we get a break above 73, 74 bucks, you're going to see $80 fall very square. Goldman Sachs was giving us an indication on Monday when the financials just took off. So when you see something like that going, once again, the more stars that are in alignment, the greater the odds in your favor. May the odds ever be in your favor. Now let's go take a look at a couple more, then I'll head for the door. Next up is AMD, Advanced Micro Donkey. This was an incredibly stellar move out of Advanced Micro Devices. We've had a lot of good trades here from 20 bucks to $27 in 5 days. Now think about that. That's over 30%. We had some of our traders knocking out 160 to 320% on some of the call trades that they put out there. The leverage is great, and everybody wanted to get into this trade, and so all we needed was it to take a day off, do a little bit of a pullback so that we could put the T in timing. Remember, F is fresh cross, A is angle, S is separation of your moving averages, and the T is timing. So that's what we're looking to time right here, is timing a new entry. Now clearly, you don't want to get into this while it's going the other direction of your bias. So let's wait, let it finish, a little bit of profit taking going on, give us that U-turn, and then get ready to hop into traffic there. The last one I got for you is coming up right here, and then we are clear for the day. This is one we spoke about a moment ago. It has been added to the box. This is Apple. Now Apple always lends something exciting during the Christmas year. Every time I walk through some of the stores, some of the malls here, I'm seeing Apple stores just full of people. Apple is a phenomenon. There was even a rumor floated about, rumors, don't spread rumors, but on the internet you can't believe everything you read. There was a call for Apple to buy Tesla and fire Elon Musk as CEO. Now while I think that is brilliant, while I think that is absolutely brilliant, Apple's not in the business of making rockets. So I'm wondering, would they ship an iPhone and put it around Pluto? Now that's a big thing to do, but it's certainly not in Apple's business model to acquire Tesla, which didn't actually have the funding to go private. So the tears that we shed for Elon Musk last week were well founded. Tesla's been getting battered. So Apple, stay away from Tesla. That's my story. And those are the 6 stocks in a box. Hopefully you're finding some ideas out there to help you make some money. Now, if you want me to start teaching you a little about how to do long calls and long puts, type yes under the questions here whenever you're done reviewing this, and we will talk about how to get you trading long calls and long puts. I might even introduce a couple of quick seminars for you there as well. Either way, I hope you have a tremendous day here on Taco Tuesday with Market Traders Institute. This is Kevin Dixon. You have a great trading day, and I will see you next time.